Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And today, as promised, it is time for the dorking with dice. Yes, that's right. I mean, it's really, if you're watching my channel, it's pretty much always dorking time. But today we get to dork with dice, and we're going to roll this big pink D20, and based upon what we roll, we will pull packs from this box that correspond to the number and open them and see what we get. These are all vintage packs. They're all baseball, and I added several packs from the last time we did this a couple weeks ago, and I am adding another pretty good one to it. Got to fill in this number 20 spot in the back, and so I've decided to add a 1984 Topps pack. And this is a pretty good pack. This has the potential of a Don Mattingly rookie, a Darryl Strawberry rookie, second-year cards of Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, and Ryne Sandberg, and plenty of Hall of Famers, too numerous to mention. So that is going to go into the number 20 slot. We'll just tuck that right in there. And as you can see, the Dorking Box is full of good stuff today. In the number 1 spot, our 1, 20, and 10 spots always have slightly better stuff. In the number 1 slot, we have 1987 Topps, and that is pretty good. You can pull Barry Larkin rookie, Barry Bonds, Bo Jackson, Mark McGwire rookie. All kinds of good stuff can come out of there. And in the number 10 spot, we have got 1991 Upper Deck, which has the potential to get you a Michael Jordan short print card, as well as possibly an autographed Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan signed 2,500 cards that went randomly into packs of 1991 Upper Deck. And one is probably not in here, but it could be in there. You never know. So that is the Dorking Box. It's full of all kinds of other good stuff, including stuff I've never opened on the channel before. So we'll see what we roll today. Got a couple of quick shout-outs to do before that to a couple of new subscribers. I want to thank Trainer Gord. Thank you very much. That's spelled G-O-R-D, not like the vegetable. It's Trainer Gord. Assume his first name is Gordon or Gordo, or I don't know. Anyway, he is all Pokemon all the time. He rips packs, he does graded card reveals, and even shows some mystery boxes of Pokemon material, which I didn't even know they did. I mean, I've seen a lot of mystery boxes on other channels that people open that have sports cards in them, but didn't know that they did Pokemon ones, though that kind of makes sense. And I watched a couple on his channel, and they're pretty cool. And Gord is definitely very knowledgeable about Pokemon, so if you like that at all, you should head over and watch Trainer Gord. Also want to thank Tim's Card Channel, which is a card channel run by a guy named Tim. That will surprise you, but that's what actually goes on over there. He does football and basketball rips, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! On that channel, and I don't really know much about Yu-Gi-Oh!, so it's kind of interesting to watch that. Really positive guy. You can tell he just enjoys the hobby, enjoys making videos, so that is awesome. Tim's Card Channel only has about 50 subs so far, pretty new channel, so go on over there and check it out. Maybe give him a sub, leave him a comment, let him know that we in the card community welcome him, and we appreciate the material that he's putting up there on the YouTubes for us. So thanks to both of you guys, really appreciate it. And let's get to this dorking with dice and see what we roll today. All right, let's see what we have here. Our first pack is going to be number 4. All right, number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We get 1990 Bowman. This is pretty good stuff. 1990 Bowman does have some rookies in there, including Frank Thomas, Larry Walker, and Sammy Sosa. I think there are a couple other ones. Those are the ones I recall, but this is not a bad pack, actually. There's some potential here for some good stuff. Let's see how we do here with 1990 Bowman. Sid Bream greets us on the back, and the bubblegum, thankfully, did not stick to the card on the front. These are the full portrait cards, which I always enjoy. I'm going to guess that is Steve Garvey. No, that's not Steve Garvey. I have no idea who that is. Let's see if it'll tell us on the back. Maybe you guys can guess. Let's see. Oh, man, once again, I'm going to need my microscopic reading spectacles to figure this out. This is Mark Davis. All right, there we go. Mark Davis on the front there. Pitcher for the Padres for several years. All right, Mark Davis starts us off. Charlie Liebrandt from the Braves. Chris James. A lot of portrait cards and posed cards, as you can see here. Joe Carter. It looks like something splashed on here in the printing process. Or Steve Carter, Joe Carter. What am I thinking? Steve Carter there. Scott Bryant. He's looking really happy out in the sunshine, having the time of his life. Hall of Famer alert. It's Robin Yount. That's a pretty good one. We're going to put that in the wolf lair over here. Little Wolfie can watch out for the good cards while we finish this break. Eric Stone And there's Danny Darwin. We're going to flip and see what's in the second part of this pack. Johnny Ard. That is the man's last name, Johnny Ard, and I do not remember him at all. This is a real Mandela moment for me. I do not have any memory of that card or that person, and I question reality at the moment. Ed Zosky greets us now. He's a lot of posed pictures, and I kind of like some of these. Jose Viscano with a very tall hat. Is it just me, or is his hat like super tall? Do you think his head is actually that tall and fills up the hat? That would be a little weird. All right, what do we have here? Jeff Jackson looking pretty happy. That's a good portrait of him. Robbie Thompson, not Bobby Thompson, Robbie Thompson. Randy Bush, and we finish off with Sid Bream. Yes, there we go. All right, so that wasn't too bad. We did get a Hall of Famer out of there. That was 1990 Bowman, and we're going to roll this big pink die another time here. We usually open 3 packs, sometimes 4. We'll see how we do today. Today, our second pack is going to be number 17, so we know that in the back here is 20, 19, 18, and 17 is 1986 tops. That is not bad either. Some good pulls so far today. I am not disappointed at this point. 1986 tops. You know, you can have some good cards in here. I think McGriff, rookie, might be in here. Andres Galarraga, maybe. I'm trying to remember. 86 tops. I remember this as being pretty good. We'll see what we get out of here and whether this is a good pack for us. And once again, we're lucky with this gum not sticking to anything, completely not edible. I'm not going to be dared into eating any decades-old gum. Not to worry about. Get rid of that top, so we don't need that. Al Cowens, longtime Kansas City Royal. There he is with the Mariners. Nice shot of him there. And these are, these you flip around and got to do all kinds of manipulations to see these. Gene Garber on that one. And Tom Nieto chasing after maybe a bunt there or some sort of a foul ball, not sure. Freddie Lynn with the Orioles. He played for the Orioles for a while, and I have said before I was always really happy that he got traded to the Orioles from the Red Sox because he was a good player. Tom Waddell from the Indians, and man, we are just flipping this around every card. Mike Stenhouse from the Twins there. Don Baylor with the Yankees. He was on the Orioles early in his career and then went and played for the Angels for quite a while. Speaking of Angels, there's Doug DeCinces, also a former Oriole. He took over, man, these are not staying in focus. He took over third base after Brooks Robinson retired, and you know, the Orioles fans did not treat him kindly for a while, but then they grew to like him. Jeff Zahn with the ink smudges all over him. This is an Angels hot pack, clearly. We're pulling lots of Angels. There's Roger Craig looking pretty happy with clear blue sky behind him. And Joe Cowley, don't really remember Joe Cowley, maybe you guys do. Bobby Cox, another manager card, that one for the Blue Jays. And John Butcher from the Twins, Terry Whitfield from the Dodgers, and our Terry Whitfield seems to be stuck to this last card, which does not happen much with this product. I think the gum, yeah, you can see Danny Driesen's card there is just completely, that is not worth salvaging, and the gum residue actually went all the way through to Terry Whitfield's card there. So Dan Driesen, I'm afraid we're going to have to send you off to the great beyond. Not a great pack for us. Didn't pull too much. Nice Orioles card there with Fred Lynn, which I am always happy to get, but that one wasn't as good as I had hoped. Let's roll this die again and see if we can get something really exciting out of the Dorking Box. Let's see what we have now. We are going to pull pack number 11. All right, that's easy enough. We know that this is pack 10, so the one right after it must be 11. This is some Donruss. I think this is 1988. Yeah, this is 1988 Donruss, which, it's not too bad either. 1988 is a good year for some rookies. And get Tom Glavine out of here. And I think 88, I think, is also Edgar Martinez, if I'm remembering correctly. And, of course, plenty of Hall of Famers in 88 Donruss, too. So let's go ahead and open this up. Don't have to worry about bubblegum from 88 Donruss, so that's a good thing right there. We do have a puzzle piece. This is, looks like, I'm going to guess Stan Musial. I didn't look at the back there. Yep, that is Stan Musial. All right, I don't really collect puzzle pieces. Carl Nichols looking extremely skeptical about having joined the Orioles. Carl, I'm telling you, Baltimore's a pretty nice place, and the Orioles back then were a pretty good team. Not today so much, but back then they sure were. And there's Jim Eisenreich looking sort of pensive. Jim's maybe trying to figure out how he's gonna play DH and outfield. Tommy Herr. And there's a Diamond Kings card of Julio Franco, good infielder for many years. Rocky Childress, Mike Henneman, pitcher for the Tigers and various other teams. Alan Ashby, good catcher for the Astros. I think he also caught for the Indians for a while. Will Clark, MVP card. Pretty nice one there. And Mark Grant, pitcher for the Padres. Ozzie Smith, all right, there's another Hall of Famer. We will put that in the Wolf Lair. I assume Curtis over at Positive Breaks almost certainly has this one. And Rick Rhoden looks shifty. I'm telling you, man, he looks like he is up to no good. I don't trust Rick Rhoden at all there. I'm a little worried about that. John Candelaria, without the mustache, when he played for the Pirates, I believe he had quite a mustache. Dan Petrie, pitcher for the Tigers. Mel Hall, and we finish off with Von Hayes from the Phillies. Well, that wasn't too bad of a pack, but I got to tell you, this is still a little bit lackluster. Only 2 Hall of Famers out of 3 packs. I think we're going to have to roll the dorking die one more time. What do you guys think? Yeah? Little Wolfie says, yes, we're going to do that. All right, Little Wolfie, if you say so, we're going to roll it again. See if we can pull something great out of this box. Whoa, wild roll there. Let's calm it down, Card Wolf. I know you get excited about the Dorking Box, but all right, pack number 4. I cannot remember what we rolled, and I think we may have already rolled 4, but we're going to go pack number 4 anyway. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and all right. Now this is going to be quality entertainment, everybody. This is a studio series, and you guys know how much I like to open this stuff because it has really cheesy black and white portraits on the front and really interesting and oftentimes sort of puzzling biographical information on the back. So we're going to have a good time with this. Whether we pull some great cards or not, we are going to have fun here. I think this is a Rod Carew puzzle, and it's also in black and white, which I don't understand it either, guys. I really don't. Devon White starts us off, man, and he is happy to have his picture taken. He is happy to be a Blue Jay. Let's find out about Devon White a little bit, see what this can tell us. His hobby is playing basketball, and he listens to jazz and funk music. All right, Devon White, you do that. Kevin McReynolds looks like he's not so sure about these photos that they're taking there. He's a Mets outfielder. John Smoltz, all right, that's a good one, actually. Let's check out what John Smoltz has to say on the back here. John Smoltz likes golf and all kinds of music. He likes watching Gilligan's Island and Three's Company. Wow. Well, John Smoltz needs better taste in TV, but what can you say? I thought that was a ball that he was throwing there when I first looked at this card, but now it looks like a rosin bag from the mound. Maybe he just carries one around with him. Do you think John Smoltz just keeps one in his pocket? Just keeps a rosin bag there in case he's got to use that on his hands, make sure he can get a good grip on something, just pulls that out. I don't know. Shane Mack, he looks very thoughtful, Shane Mack. Kirk McCaskill looks pretty happy. He is a pitcher for the Angels. Let's see what Kirk McCaskill, he likes golf too and all types of music. I feel like some of these guys are just phoning it in on their likes and dislikes here. No dislikes, it's only likes. His hero is Jimmy Reese. Jimmy Reese. I have no idea who that is. You guys will have to look that up and let me know in the comments why Kirk McCaskill idolizes some guy named Jimmy Reese. I really don't know who. Maybe he invented the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. That's a good guy to idolize. I like those. Don Mattingly, look at this. That's a good one, too. Very nice pull here. Donnie Baseball, and that, I have to say, I don't remember ever getting this card back in those days, because I think I'd remember that picture of him. All right, let's find out about Donnie Baseball. His interests is in cars. He likes cars, likes country music and rock, collects bats. I assume he means baseball bats and not the animals, and his favorite TV show is David Letterman. Well, I can't fault him for that. I used to watch a lot of Letterman back then, too. And this is, his heroes are Dr. J and Rod Carew. Well, I can understand that. Donnie Baseball, that's a pretty good one. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. I don't ever remember seeing that one. I should probably put the Smoltz in the Wolf Lair, too, given that I believe he is also a Hall of Famer. Don Mattingly, not a Hall of Famer, but John Smoltz says. And, you know, Mattingly is doing pretty well as a manager. He could get into the Hall of Fame one day. Jose Lind, second baseman for the Pirates. Barry Larkin, another good one here. Wow, we are doing all right. Let's find out about Barry Larkin, shall we? His interests are traveling and playing with his pet Rottweiler and Labrador Retriever. Wow, that's really tender, Barry Larkin. That's very nice. Likes rhythm and blues and rap music and watches A Different World. Well, you know, in his defense, and in the defense of many people here talking about their TV likes and dislikes, the TV landscape was much different back in 1994. You didn't really have a lot to choose from. Just letting you know, I mean, Didn't really have a lot to choose from. He collects compact discs. A lot of you guys probably don't know what those are, but they used to be these things. They're sort of round, and you could play music from them. A laser would read them. That's right. So that was pretty cutting edge back in 1994. Follows the University of Michigan football, and the Chicago Bulls as heroes are Ozzie Smith and Dave Concepcion. Well, that's pretty cool. Barry Larkin being a shortstop, I can understand that. Dave Concepcion, longtime shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds, a part of the Big Red Machine. So that's pretty neat, actually. I like reading that. That's a good hero to have. Jose Oquendo, and finishing us off is Steve Finley. Which one of these guys do you think is going to be more interesting? Let's find out what Steve... Let's try Steve Finley and see if he's got any interests. Golf again. Cursed you guys in golf. I mean, it's interesting that they list that as a hobby and not another sport. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying actual people who play sports think of golf as kind of a hobby. And I kind of agree with that. Horseback riding also on there. Enjoys contemporary and new age music. Likes to watch Cheers and The Simpsons. Collects basketball cards. And his hero is Rod Carew. Rod Carew being listed as the hero of a lot of people. We're going to finish this off with Jose Oquendo from the Cardinals, I believe. Yes, the Cardinals. His interests are running, boxing, basketball, golf, and tennis. Everybody likes golf, except me. He likes salsa music as well. Favorite TV show is Night Court. I can kind of understand that. And he collects... Now, this is interesting. Jose, this is so out of focus. There's no way you guys could have possibly read that. Jose Oquendo collects small telephones. He is the only person I've ever heard of, and I collect some weird esoteric things, but he is the only person I've ever heard of who collects small telephones. That's interesting. I actually have a small telephone that I found in Maryland that I brought back with me. It's an antique telephone. It's very small, and I will bring it in and put it on the channel next time in honor of Jose Oquendo and his unusual interest in small telephones. I will introduce you to that very strange and small telephone, and we'll talk a little bit about that next time, because I bet that none of you have seen a telephone like it. Honestly, it's a really unusual telephone. Jose Oquendo would long for this telephone. Honestly, I'm going to have to sit his card out back here somewhere so I remember to do that, because my brain is a sieve and I will forget. So that is Dorking with Dice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just one more shout out I wanted to do before I forget. I wanted to shout out to it's Bucks in Six's wife, Mrs. Bucks in Six, Rob's wife. Just learned that she is a huge Red Sox fan, which must make it uncomfortable in their household, because I know Rob's a huge Brewers fan, but Mrs. Bucks in Six is a huge Red Sox fan. So I'm going to start holding out Red Sox cards for her. She even has a jacket that she wears, a really nice jacket from what I understand. So big shout out to you for having the Boston Pride there, and that's great. And big shout out to all of you for tuning into the channel today. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Dorking with Dice as much as I did. I certainly had a great time here today. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, and thank you all for tuning in. It means a great deal to me that you guys show up for my ridiculous videos and leave awesome comments for me. Don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, or whenever I do another video, probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It'll be a rip of some kind, and it will be scintillating, as always, here on the Card Wolf Network. Thank you guys so much, and as always, happy collecting.